I have grave and earth-shattering news. They've come for us again. They've crossed the Rubicon, if you ask me. They've put the final straw on the camel's back. They've gone too far. They've taken the cracker and the barrel from the Cracker Barrel logo. In fact, they've taken even more. It's no longer registered. It's trademarked. It's no longer a bean shape. It's that. There's no chair. Mission style, maybe? Nothing. I don't even know if it's an old country store anymore. I will say, while the logo on the left is what I'm used to, the logo on the right looks like all of the bad things that capitalism does. So it makes sense that this is where they would go. It's cheaper. I guarantee you at the baseline, if you could dig into why the decision was made, they'd be like, it's cheaper to print this two-color thing than it is to print this really complex situation. A lot of black ink over here. Easier to resell property if it fails too. Oh yeah. I actually, what is even at a Cracker Barrel? What do you do there? What kind of foods you got? Do they not have an internet menu? I had to go into, here we go. I had to get a PDF. Let's go. Home style. Chicken and dumplings. Pot roast supper. All of it's $10. Under $10. Easy. Look at this. Country fried steaks. Chicken tendies. God damn. We should go to the Cracker Barrel before they don't let the crackers in anymore. It all sucks. Dude, I gotta know. I've never been. And if I have, it's been a long time. I think maybe I was a kid and my grandparents took me and we had breakfast. So I don't think I ever experienced Cracker Barrel.
And therefore we have to change everything. We talked yesterday about Cracker Barrel and its woke rebrand. And
Wait, what? Wait, it's a woke rebrand? Wait, why is it woke? Wait, why is it woke? It's capitalism. This isn't the wokest. What? Are there gays involved? Show me why it's woke. Prove the wokeness. You're ridiculous. It must be exhausting to say woke all the time. It's woke.
And actually, I've heard a number of conservatives say
Waste management ass logo. It literally makes me think of dumpsters every time, which is appropriate.
that the rebrand isn't woke, that it's kind of silly to call it woke. It's because it's bad and ugly, but it's not woke.
How the hell is this guy criticizing anyone's logo? True. So he's reading off of the script they gave him on his Daily Wire laptop?
You know, all they did was take all the character and personality and history out of the brand and make it generic and soulless, but that's not woke. They took the old guy off the logo, but they didn't replace him with a gay furry or an indigenous trans bisexual or whatever.
An indigenous trans bisexual. I like that he hits it with it. Or whatever. Or whatever. I wasn't thinking about that at all. I'm not gay. I'm not thinking about any of that stuff. Whatever.
So it's not woke, is the, you know, what some conservatives are saying.
But you're twisting yourself into a knot to try to say that it is woke because you don't like it. And so proving that it's just a placeholder for stuff you don't like. You say woke, it just means you don't like it. That's where we're at. Pretty solid stuff, Matthew. Jesus Christ. He looks fucking tired, doesn't he? He looks exhausted. Is this wearing on him yet?
That's a misunderstanding of wokeness. Wokeness
Actually, the conservatives misunderstand wokeness as well.
does not have to be overtly political. Wokeness doesn't have to destroy and then replace the thing that it destroyed with a trans person or a gay pride flag. Wokeness is the act of destruction itself. It's the
Wokeness is the act of destruction itself? Okay, Israel is woke. Okay, whatever. All right. Donald Trump's woke. He's woking America. Israel carrying out the wokest genocide in history. God, you're such a fucking... just a sad boy poopy pants all the time. Please think I'm a straight man, not a gay one. A big manly straight man with big manly hands, not gay ones. And a beard. So you think I'm not gay. Woke precision bombs. This is what's happening, yeah. One precision bomb hit the Cracker Barrel CEO headquarters.
emptying of the thing. It's the hollowing out of something. Making something intentionally uglier is that.
Okay, so
I'm a man as well.
So Donald Trump making the White House uglier? Obviously. Like, I don't see any fucking gold foil in here, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's woke? You're just stretching the definition of the thing. It never meant anything to these guys anyway. It's just a catch-all so that they can brainwash people. Like, for real. It's just like, well, I'll just call everything woke and we'll put it in a propaganda bubble, and that's it. Woke is when I don't like it. Woke is when I'm upset, okay? You make me upset, I'm woke. That's woke. It's woke when they get my fucking order wrong at McDonald's, okay? I said no pickles!
That is wokeness. That is 100% wokeness. So
100%.
this is indeed a woke rebrand of Cracker Barrel. That is, I think,
Definitely.
a perfectly valid way of describing it.
Cracker Barrel, yeah. Listen to the conviction in this guy's voice. Having to take breaks, swallowing his fucking spit in his dry mouth, trying to get through another day at the Daily Wire.
Rebrand of Cracker Barrel. That is, I think, a perfectly valid way of describing it.
He read that line. It's a perfectly valid way of describing it. I'm glad that Matt Walsh's every day is hellish and boring and not fulfilling. I just noticed there's a stack of wood here to imply, of course, that Matt Walsh can cut wood. It does mean that the studio is flammable, however.
You have a liberal woman who's never eaten at a Cracker Barrel in her life coming in and getting rid of everything traditional and old and charming about the place.
Oh, no.
Just for the sake of it.
There is something very unique about conservatism in America. It's like they have replaced their actual identities with like consumerism, basically. Like my brand is changing. It's a brand. I have no attachment to this. As a younger person than him, I have no attachment. The Gen Xers are all about this shit. My brand. I don't care. I'm irreverent toward all the brands. I don't give a fuck. Cracker Barrel will continue to fail, and it will just go out of business, and then the venture capitalists that own it will liquidate its assets and make money. That's all that's ever going to fucking happen.
That's
Capitalism is what's ruining this, not wokeness.
wokeness to a T. So, yeah, this is a woke rebrand for sure.
Wokeness is when capitalists change stuff.
And Fox has the latest. Cracker Barrel Old Country Store customers have been vocal on social media about their disdain for the recent transformation of the Tennessee-based restaurant chain. Those voices grew even louder after Cracker Barrel unveiled its new logo this week. Cracker Barrel also rolled out a new menu that includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner options, refreshed restaurant remodels. We talked about that. The Cracker Barrel spokesperson told Fox News Digital in a statement, the company is very pleased with the trajectory of our remodeled stores. Feedback from both guests and team members has been overwhelmingly positive and enthusiastic about the refreshed dining and shipping experience.
Shopping?
All the elements of our remodel were informed by direct input from our guests and team members alike. These changes are for them.
Okay.
So Cracker Barrel is still in denial.
We're getting good feedback from people that actually visit the stores. Bad feedback from people on the internet. I can't fathom having such a boring life that I give a fuck about the brand changing its corporate image. I do not care either. To change is to woke. That's correct.
The entire country is pointing at them and saying, this sucks, this is terrible. And
the entire country, it was already terrible. No one was going to the Cracker Barrel before. I'm surprised it's even a thing we're talking about. I think the funny thing about this is the conservative outrage, it just doesn't stop. These people just want to be mad about stuff. It'll always be something for them. Because at the end of the day, they don't make money on your happiness. They make money on your outrage. This is the only thing that they have. They don't have like positive. Have you ever seen a right-wing pundit ever make a positive story? Ever have a good time? Like, do you ever see them have good times with their communities or anything? No.
the reaction is to say, wow, everyone seems to love it. Everyone seems really like this. Meanwhile, I guarantee the majority of people who work at Cracker Barrel, including probably in the corporate office, know this is a terrible idea. That's the thing when you have these marketing people who come in with awful ideas. Most of the rest of the workforce are all saying to each other in the break room, man, this is awful. This is gonna, people are not gonna like this. But hey, we need a Cracker Barrel for today.
Why are you pretending that Cracker Barrel is like this cultural touchstone that is, you just can't change it? It'd be one thing to be like, I don't like it, and to have like a lighthearted Cracker Barrel sucks now conversation. Totally fine with that if you think the brand is bad. I do not understand genuinely being upset about this. It's just so pathetic to me. Like, Matt Walsh is one of the most pathetic people I can even fathom.
What we were told. Remember, that's what the CEO said on Good Morning America, that we need a Cracker Barrel for today.
Okay.
Cracker Barrel for today. This is the arrogant attitude.
What?
And it is woke. This is.
Why is it arrogant and what? It's a woke to be like, well, it exists right now, so we're going to try to update the stores to accommodate that feature. Like, literally, name a franchise that hasn't done that. I feel like even Long John Silver's is getting fucking store updates, dude.
The arrogant woke attitude.
Yeah, he's just trying to assert that it's wokeness.
That these people have. It's why everything always
so
has
woke.
to be updated and remade.
Dude, the wokeness specter is behind him at all times, whispering into his ears, there's wokeness behind you. And Matt fucking turns. You can see his breath at all times. His heart rate is 120 beats per minute resting. It haunts him every day. Life is a waking nightmare. The wokeness is out here. I see woke people.
Why can't the Cracker Barrel of 30 years ago, if you're a Cracker Barrel customer, you want there to be a Cracker Barrel today, but why can't it be the same one that it's been? Why does it have to change? This is pure chronological snobbery, to use the term coined by, I think, C.S. Lewis. It's the idea that today is automatically superior to yesterday just because we are farther along in the chronology of events.
Name a quality you liked about Cracker Barrel. Like, I'm not seeing any information about what Cracker Barrel is or why it's good. You're taking for granted that we should enjoy crackers or barrels.
And therefore, we have to change everything. Not to improve it or fix it or even innovate or anything, but change it just to change it, just to make it different.
What did you like about the old Cracker Barrel? Please describe any changes they're making besides the logo. Like, describe what you don't like. Is it the new menu? The changes to the menu? Like, they're just changing the branding on it? Are they streamlining things? Explain why. You don't have this opinion for real reasons. You have this because it's been put on your laptop in front of you, because it's a slow news day. Because if you say anything about Trump or any of the political stuff that's actually going on, you'll be slapped on the wrist and lose funding. You can't talk about any real politics right now because it's all a shit show. So you have to, like, talk about Cracker Barrel. Luckily, people don't come to me for their news, right? I'm not a news guy. I look at dum-dums. I'm a dum-dum guy. So that's why you're here.
I remember last week I saw somebody on X.
Why are you innovating the logos around the Daily Wire? Not to make them better, just for shit? 10 years. Look at this. This looks like shit.
They were talking about the new Harry Potter series. Apparently there's a new, I think on HBO or something, they have a new Harry Potter series coming out. They're just redoing Harry Potter. They're doing the whole thing again, from what I understand. And somebody was defending it, saying that, well, you know, kids today, they don't have their own Harry Potter.
Are you on Harry Potter now instead of Cracker Barrel?
You know, the Harry Potter films came out 20 years ago. And so they didn't grow up with Harry Potter the way that we did. So we need a new one.
So you're mad at capitalism again. You just don't fucking understand. So the thing you keep seeing and the thing you keep complaining about is look at capitalism making useless shit nobody wants or needs. Isn't this a waste of time, energy, and resources when we could be doing something better? Putting America first. And I mean, he thinks racism, but like he's like, we need more cops, and I think maybe we should get healthcare and fewer cops. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I think like J.K. Rowling does suck, and she is a money grubber, and she's just trying to get more fucking money. She just wants to keep being able to use her billions to manipulate the world negatively. If I ever become wealthy, you better believe, like wealthy, not rich, wealthy. You better believe I'm wielding it for good. The same way I would wield my powers for extra good if I was Superman.
The old Harry Potter, that's for millennials. And we need a new Harry Potter. But it's like, hang on, not that I have any attachment to the Harry Potter films. But
yeah, I'm not gay or dumb or nerd. Okay, would it be gay or dumb or nerd stuff to like Harry Potter? I'm none of those things. Just in case you think any of those things would be what I'm about. I'm not. My kids like that because I don't like nothing. I don't like nothing.
The movies still exist.
They do.
It's not like they're being stored in a vault somewhere inside a volcano. The books also exist. They're not out of print. All that stuff is right there. You can find it on Amazon. Why do kids need a new Harry Potter? Why can't they just have the same Harry Potter that we had before?
He's just yelling at the fucking wind, man. He's just like, why do people want to make art? Like, I don't fucking like Harry Potter. I'm happy for those kids who hopefully have an enriched life because they're getting some trickle down from Joanne's stupid fucking franchise that sucks and is poorly written. But that's okay. He's just like, you're going to be upset about this shit for the rest of your life. It's never going to stop. Just log off. Shut up. At least when he was yelling about trans people, it was like a political disagreement or something. It was tired, though, and I'm glad he's on this instead, I suppose, just for some relief. But holy shit. Find a new scapegoat. Find something fun to scapegoat, Matt. I don't know. Why don't you fight with Michael Knowles or something? I want to see him and Michael Knowles, like, literally fist fight in, like, a pit. That's what I want to see. I'll subscribe to Daily Wire Plus if Matt Walsh and Michael Knowles are forced to fight each other physically. Like, not necessarily to the death, but, like, definitely till one of them taps out. bare knuckle, maybe some implements around. We pit them against each other. We see how long it takes for one of them to like really start dominating. And then we open it up to a broader thing. Maybe we put Ben in there, see how that goes. Fresh Ben versus grizzled Matt Walsh, who I assume beats Michael Knowles eventually. I assume. I don't know, though. Maybe they just kiss.
Why do they need their own new version of it? And again, it's not like they change. When we have the constant remodeling and remaking, and
he sounds so convicted on this. We get he's vamping in his brain. He's tripping over stuff. He's like, I gotta make this almost 10 minutes. I'm gonna push for 10. I'll be happy with 9. But I feel like this is like we've already capped out on this. And this doesn't even account for like the fucking 2-minute ad in the middle of this shit that we skipped over. He's still trying to vamp for time. He's got a run time he has to fill. I bet there's a clock on this. I bet there's a fucking stopwatch right here. He's like, okay, ready? Start the clock. Right next to his script.
And refreshing going on. They're not doing it. They're not improving on it. And yeah, you can have things that have been around for a while and you need to improve it. You can innovate. I mean, there are good changes you can make to things.
He's literally saying nothing. This is like a palm reading. He's just being vague because he doesn't know any specifics about what the Cracker Barrels were like before and after. He has no real opinion. This man comes into work and he says things he's told to say. He's a husk.
That's not what usually happens. They're not improving it. They're not making it better. They're not innovating. They're just
you've been saying this for 7 minutes.
Making it different.
Okay. Yes.
The new Cracker Barrel.
And you're mad. Like, listen to yourself. It's just different. They're making no changes. It's just different. And that's woke. Woke is when it's different. It's all around me. Being chased. Now I'm imagining the Blair Witch trials, but like the woke trials. I don't even know. Just a bunch of conservatives in the woods, and they run around and they find, instead of like dream catchers and bone charms in the trees, they find pride flags and septum piercings.
Barrel is not better in any way. It's just different. You walk into a Cracker Barrel now. Nothing works. It's not like it works better functionally. It's just different. It's different from what it was before.
Blair Witch trials. No. And at the end, they get put on the stake and burnt for being witches. Warlocks, I guess, because they be the Daily Wire boys.
And that's supposed to automatically be an improvement.
Let me cook, chat. Let them cook, frankly.
Because the attitude is that if it's new, it's automatically better. The fact that Cracker Barrel looked like this 40 years ago means that it is inferior to whatever the new design is, by definition. That's
you're just recycling. So did you just scroll back up to the top so you can reread it? Genuinely, this is a case study, not in the topic at this point, but in how Matt Walsh operates behind the camera. I'm a genuinely more accomplished performer, frankly. I know that he makes more money, but I don't have billionaire backers when I say that they shouldn't exist. So Peter Thiel's not going to give me a bunch of money to say that he should shut the fuck up and maybe be shot into the sun on Elon Musk's rocket. If you suck their dicks a little bit, they definitely will. I forgot Peter Thiel was gay. That wasn't a gay joke, Peter. I just know that billionaires like their dicks sucked by as many people as possible at all times. Very greedily.
the attitude. And what ends up happening
he has like little tiny hands.
Is that
we don't talk about his little tiny hands enough.
Not to make too much of Cracker Barrel, but it's just a Harry Potter.
They're like soft, small.
These are just examples. These are just, and that's one of the reasons why it's resonated with people. Why people are so upset, I think.
And short little arms. We don't talk about this enough. It's not his fault.
Think about the Cracker Barrel thing.
I'm just getting distracted because I have too much ADHD for him to just not have any opinions.
It was just Cracker Barrel on its own doing this, then I think very few people would care.
Oh, but it's everybody.
But it's just it's kind of like
things are changing. Things change.
The tip of an iceberg. It's a symptom of a much larger problem that people are sick of, and that's what people are responding to.
What are people saying? When the thing they're sick of is? Are we going to name it? Are we going to talk about what the thing they're actually sick of is? Is it just woke? Just wokeness? What about like graphic design? Are you upset about the graphic design? Are you upset, like there's nothing here for you? It's just like I was told to be mad.
What ends up happening is that every new generation is atomized, is isolated. There's no continuity between generations. Nothing gets passed from one to another.
You're saying that people are atomized? You're a capitalist. You like this. What are you talking about? Maybe they're just genuinely too stupid. It could be that. I know a lot of capitalists are, you're propagandized to capitalism good, land of the free, home of the brave, and then, like, you're slaving for a billionaire. Like, it's fealty. Anytime you're hired by a company, you're pledging your fealty. It's not that different. It's short-term indentured servitude, frankly. I know it's, like, not that, but it's, like, getting to that pretty close, okay? And, like, kind of long-term, because now you're tying healthcare, and everybody's needs are, like, paycheck to paycheck. And so it's getting really close to indentured servitude. Not, like, literally, but pretty fucking close. Enough so that they can have plausible deniability on the thing. But, like on paper it looks okay, but in practice you're like, wait, so I'm paying them, like, just enough. This is the kind of thing that the robber barons really wanted with their company towns. They just wanted people to be able to subsist just barely, have to buy everything from the company, and then just live like that. We're just cycling back through this. But these capitalist dumbasses are too stupid to realize that the rot he's talking about isn't wokeness. It's just capitalism eating itself. It's taking the culture out of it. Like, the thing that you can't place on this, the thing that you like about this and don't like about this, that you are unable to identify, is that this was clearly handmade. This right here. This is made in a program. It's clean. It doesn't have the sauce that this has. This isn't even great. This is like borderline AI slop. I actually wouldn't be surprised at all if it's AI slop. It's like, give me a nice, clean Cracker Barrel logo with the color scheme, with the font, and then just pop this out. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all. And so what you're seeing is, like, just this very basic, clean corporate thing. And here you saw, like, someone drew this for Cracker Barrel one day. But you can't identify that because you don't, as a capitalist, you don't fucking care about the arts. You don't fund people getting enriched through art. You think that's a waste of time. So you're seeing the fallout of your own desires for society. You're like, where's all the good art when we don't have artists? Oh, yeah. In the 50s, these things that they're talking about, like, oh, the 50s were so great. We had all this stuff besides all the political stuff. Like, when you genuinely, if you look around your towns, the big towns, especially the places where corporations exist that are old corporations, Dow is actually a decent example of this because it started out in Midland. There's some millionaire stuff, like the John Ball Zoo in Grand Rapids was organized by a very wealthy person, and his will and testament led to an amenity for the community. The Dow Corporation, not now, but formerly, was run by a person who was like, okay, well, this place is going to have amenities. We're going to have a garden. We're going to have, a center for the arts, stuff like that. And they fund it to this day, but they're not doing that still because it doesn't maximize profit. They only do that kind of stuff when it's in lobbying, when it pushes stuff forward. And I'm not even saying those billionaires were good people. I'm just saying they understood, whether through selfishness or self-awareness, they understood that if they give back to the communities, that they will receive less bullshit. They will enrich their communities, of course, and it makes a better living experience for people around here. And it's like just good, like everyone likes it. But instead of seeing culture, all you see is like capitalist blocks, efficiency. It's only about maximizing profit, so they say, but they don't understand that profit works with the human spirit as well, and like the way that we want to move through the world, and if we find joy and glee in things. Now, he is not able to identify this. I don't care about Cracker Barrel at all, but this is like let's say he was legitimate for 1 second, because some people do care about Cracker Barrel. Your grandparents torn apart by this. This is your doing, and people like you.
To another, because every generation has its own version of the thing. A new Harry Potter, a new Cracker Barrel, and a million other examples, of course. Rather than the way that it used to be, which was that each new generation would discover anew the same, like you'd have traditions, you'd have things, you'd have stories, and they would just get passed down from generation to generation.
Why is my white culture eroding? Because you don't love each other. Like, it is what it is, man. White families do not stick together. It's very individualist. You make your kids pay rent. You kick them out. There's a lot of estrangement. Like, it is what it is, bro. This is the fucking culture you wanted. It's only going to get worse for this guy.
Not change just for the sake of it, but the same thing. The same thing getting passed down like heirlooms from generation to generation.
Yeah, we do both. It's okay. You're upset about Cracker Barrel. Remember, he forgot what he was thinking. Whoops. I forgot.
And now we take the thing and we tear it apart and change it just for the sake of it.
What, strong finish, Matt. He's in shambles. It's hilarious he's bitching about minimalist logos when his shit-ass plain one is behind him, reminding you of its presence every time its animation loops. Oh, yeah. Very distracting and ugly. I'm not surprised he doesn't have any self-awareness, but it's, more and more looking like it's slipping away from him. He's a husk of a person.